Guys, check this out. Today I want to show you something so cool that it doesn't even look real. This is gonna be the Sefaspe MMA 120 Mini. And why do they call it Mini? Where are you? Yes, this is a stick welder so small that it will fit in your backpack. It almost looks like a toy. This is the most affordable, if not the cheapest welder that you can get in Amazon. So the question is this thing actually worth the $60? Does it weld? Well, I can't really tell you right now because I don't know, but stay tuned. We're gonna watch it and we'll find out together. Okay, let's unbox this so you at least know what's in the box and you'll know what you're getting with your Sefaspe Mini 120. So this is what comes in the box. You're gonna have your manual. You're gonna have some 5 electrodes, and these are E6013 2.5, so probably about 3/32. You're gonna have a little hammer with a little wire brush. Here's your ground cable. It's really not that long, but it will do. And it feels okay. Here's your electrode holder. Again, it's not as long, but it will do. This is probably about 5 feet. And then lastly, your welder. Now this is crazy. This is so small, it almost looks like a toy. I'm not kidding when I say it looks like a toy. So to hook this thing up, it's gonna be super simple. You even got a little drawing in there. So if you're looking at the machine, the right side is gonna be your earth clamp or your ground. And your left side is going to be your electrode holder. And all you have to do is put it in and twist it. Super simple. Now let's turn this thing on and let's see what it looks like. So in the back, you're gonna have your power button. You can hear the fan running. And right here, this is your adjustment knob. This is how you adjust your amps, and it goes from 30 amps all the way up to 120 amps. Pretty cool. So I think we're gonna start with around 75 amps. Let me go gather some materials and we're gonna start throwing some beats. Alright guys, so I got a few pieces of metal around the garage that I found. This is some square tubing, about 14 gauge. And we're gonna use the 6013 on this type of welding. And by the way, I normally MIG weld. I normally don't arc weld, so cut me some slack. I'll try to do the best I can. And after this one, I'm gonna do a few on this square tubing just to practice with the machine because I haven't used it yet. And then after this one, I have a 1/4" steel bar that we're gonna use the 7018 and see how that does. So let's get it. Alright, so here's the first bead. It's okay. Like I said, I don't normally arc weld, so I think this is pretty good for, at least for me. It has that gap and it's pretty strong. To be honest with you, it's actually better than what I was expecting from a welder that looked like a toy. So let's get a few more beads, maybe on the other side, all around it, and see what we can get. So here's the second bead. This is actually not bad at all. Here's the first bead. Let me see. Let's do one more right here. See if I can get a better one. So on this one, I did 3 passes. This is definitely not my best one, but I mean, it's still good. It still holds it. I'm gonna see if I can make a pretty one. This is the last one I have on this side. So let's see if I can get a good weld, which is a big gap. I don't know about that. It's a pretty big gap. Let's see what we can do. so this one had a big gap, so I did a few multiple passes on it. I did like 3 passes to try to fill up that big gap, but that's pretty good. I mean, definitely well good with the 6013. Now let's go try the 7018 on a 1/4 inch and see what happens. Alright guys, so far the machine has not disappointed with a 3/32 6013 rod. This is a square tubing 14 gauge, which if you weld this, you probably can weld about every little thing that you can have for your household. I don't know that this will be good enough for industrial welding. For what you're paying, come on, let's be reasonable here. But for anybody that want to start welding, I think this will do it. Like I said, the welds look okay, and it's holding pretty good. So right now, what I want to do is I want to try some 7018s and see if the machine weld with them. Alright guys, so what you think about the Sefaspe welder? It's definitely a good welder for a entry-level guy or a DIY guy that just want to do things in the garage, you know, metal work or whatever, whatnot. It's definitely good for that. It has its flaws. Like, I was really hoping that this thing welded with a 7018 rod, because it welded pretty good with the 6013, but it does not handle the 7018 the way I thought it was gonna handle it. But regardless, for $60, I think this is a great entry-level welder, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description, so if you want to buy one and start welding with it, go for it. Until next one.